Breaking news. Donald Trump dropped a line that could reshape the media landscape. The networks that report negatively on me, maybe their licenses should be revoked. That single word maybe has split the nation even further. Supporters argue that the media has become nothing more than a megaphone for political enemies, and revoking licenses would be the ultimate punishment for fake news.
We have breaking news right now. Donald Trump is calling negative coverage of him now illegal. He is ramping up his attacks on the First Amendment in ways that I truly never thought I would see from a United States president. In the Oval Office minutes ago, he was asked about his recent statements about media, about Kimmel and the press, and he claimed that media bias is illegal, pointing to his, quote, 2,600 to 525 county win margin as a proof of, quote, landslide times 2, arguing that 97% negative news coverage violates the law.
Well, Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk. And Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
Quote, when 97% of the stories are bad about a person, that's no longer free speech. Here's the thing. That is free speech. That remains free speech, whether it's a good story or a bad story or a neutral story. If it's a truthful story, it is covered by the First Amendment and by free speech in America. And I'll say this, it has never been scarier to be a journalist in this country. So make sure to subscribe to support my work, my Substack link to my bio, and follow along for more to come soon.
Critics, however, say this is a direct assault on the First Amendment, a chilling warning for modern democracy. The real issue goes beyond Trump, beyond the media. It strikes at America's most fragile nerve. Who gets to decide the truth? If a president can judge which reports are valid, does press freedom still exist? If the press can endlessly attack a president without restraint, can democracy remain balanced? Trump's words may have been off the cuff, but they've already exploded into a nationwide firestorm. Will the FCC act? Will Congress intervene? This is no longer just rhetoric. It's a battle over power, speech, and the very future of freedom in America. Trump's maybe might just be America's test for the decades ahead.